I wonder if they're, you know what I really wonder. I was holding off. I was holding off on saying this because I know how poorly it's going to be received. But they're going to take me to Colorado Springs, Colorado, near Cheyenne Mountain, and turn me into a cyborg. I wonder if they're going to erase like my memories of I don't even know for sure, but I'll tell you who is a cyborg. A really good example, probably like the best example ever, is there's a girl on YouTube named Jessica Greenberg. And first of all, the Greenbergs are a Illuminati family. And when you look at Jessica Greenberg, you just get the vibe from her that, well, first of all, when you look at her archetype is a stripper or a bartender. And then when you hear her play guitar and hear her sing, you just know it doesn't add up. Because you can't be that pretty and have guitar talent, because when you look at a rock and roll singer, what do they look like when you imagine them in your mind? They look like Mick Jagger or Steven Tyler or like Billy Corgan. When you look at Jessica Greenberg, she has the archetype of just basically a non-intellectual that she looks like she's a firefighter's girlfriend. She just looks like she's just a privileged white chick, and we all know that privileged white chicks have no talent. They're not musical, they're not deep, they're not really anything. And for this, and with this girl, it's so obvious because her last name is Greenberg, and even Ald Kendall just straight up told me that he implied that there's a reason why she hasn't got a deal yet. He implied that she must have done something wrong, or she's waiting for something to happen because she should have got a deal, but she hasn't. And as I've said before, I've seen myself in the future playing guitar and singing, and for the longest time I thought it was because of magic training or the occult training, but it turns out it's just because I'm a cyborg, and that's really all there is to it. And I'm not making it up, I'm not trolling you, blah 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 blah. Accept it. Don't be stupid, just accept it. That means you, Mika. Accept it. Matter of fact, the new Terminator, John Connor is a cyborg. It says it right there. They're taking Messiah seeds, downloading them with the vampire virus, and making them cyborgs. And a lot of you think you're Messiah seeds, but you're really not. See, there's a difference. There's humans that are reformers, and then there's Messiah seed. A human that's a reformer is, for example, that's like Prometheus Gauntlet, that's like Danny J, that's trying to think of good examples here. That's like McLeary. A Messiah seed is like someone who does one or two things. There's one of two things that make you a Messiah seed. You either do what lower degree Masons do as far as business and representing yourself in court and looking up trust laws and studying these laws and studying those laws, or it's just a matter of energy, putting out a lot of energy. Like, for example, Chalkma Macabre is a perfect example of someone who puts out a lot of energy, and I mean a lot of energy, and I can tell they haven't put the etheric implants in her yet, and they haven't started breaking her soul yet, but they will one day. Oh, by the way, big shout out to Alora Cian, who's an incarnated angel. I was actually shocked that she sent me a message, and she's definitely a supporter of this channel, and I was so happy to hear from her that I was in shock when I was reading it, because I was like, I was blown away. And I was so flattered that she's actually even watching. As a matter of fact, she's been watching for a long time, and it actually gave me energy. So basically, what I'm getting at with Alora is that she's one of the people who could do what I'm doing, but she can't because she's an incarnated angel, and those types obey orders from the order that they're a part of. They don't have any semblance of free will. We don't have free will either, but we have, like, you know, everyone is like cheering for me because I'm the guy that's like, how do I explain it? There's like a line, right? And the people who are activated are on like that side. Actually, I'll go over it. The people who are activated, like JSX, Sarah, all your activated people are on this side, right? Then you got the profane on that side. I'm the guy that's like halfway in between enlightened and not enlightened. So there's a lot of people who could do what I do, but they can't because they have activation. Their DNA is activated. Also, I don't expect anyone to believe this except for a handful. Ellie Goulding. That's right. Ellie Goulding paid me a visit on the astral. And I saw her. Ellie, I'll just talk directly to her. Ellie, I saw you like a while ago, and I wasn't sure if it was you, but then what happened was, like, a week ago she came back. We're talking about Ellie Goulding, the pop star. What she did was she came to me and she projected her love onto me. I don't know if she's in love with me, but she projected her love onto me. And when you look at Ellie Goulding, she's a vegan, and she's like super light. And she's really amazing because she projected so much love onto me, and she also telepathically projected her song Beating Heart. And here's the amazing part, is that when I got up, I typed in her song Beating Heart, and it was 3 minutes and 33 seconds long. So that's the confirmation right there. And then I spoke to old Kendall about it, and he was like, well, she's in love with you, and she's been saving herself for you this whole time. But then when I looked it up, it turned out to be a lie, because she just got like a tattoo, a matching tattoo with her current boyfriend, who's some British pop star person with a guitar. She got like a skull and bones tattoo with like her boyfriend, but yeah, I specifically remember her coming to me and projecting her love onto me, which, you know, it's funny because I'm like, I never thought I could feel that type of love again. I honestly never thought I would feel that intense type of emotion again, but she was able to project it onto me. When I woke up, I was like, what the hell? Why do I feel like I'm in love with someone or something? And then she totally just, yeah. I could feel like I'm being messed with this whole time when I'm making this video. I can actually like, and that's the thing I don't understand at all. They give me nanobots to make me high frequency off of cherry coke, and then, but they give me etheric implants that keep me from. So what's the point of giving me nanobots that activate me, and then giving me etheric implants that don't activate me, that keep me submerged underwater? So what's the point of like nanobots that work and then etheric implants that make me not work? Oh. I really wish I could be. There's so many things I really. All I know is that when you go from someone who can barely feel to someone who can feel, it's just so painful. And it's like, when I look at Sarah and Tim Powers, it hurts me so much to see what I can't have. It just, and the thing is, my pain is useless. All of my pain is 100% useless because it's not transforming me. It's just eroding my soul more and more and more, and there's just nothing that can be done. And I was refraining from like making videos because I know how they are going to be received, which is people are going to say, "Oh, you're complaining, complaining." But yeah, but that's why you don't tell people the truth, though. That's why you don't tell people there is no God, there is no Santa. You don't. That's why you don't tell people that, so they have something to believe in, something that keeps them going. I don't understand why I keep going. Emily, I'll say this one more time. Emily the Arcturian is literally keeping me alive because I have no income, unemployment's not paying, the job won't take me back till the charge is reduced to a misdemeanor. All the usual problems. And yeah, Emily is just like, seriously, she's sent straight from a higher place to keep me alive because, but see, and that's the thing, there's so many questions, there's so many unanswered questions, like will I be able to keep my rainbow aura if I become a cyborg? There's so many like unanswered questions. And see, the thing is, a rainbow aura means you're from the ninth dimension, which is a place where you can manifest instantly anything. So the point is, the quagmire, the quandary I have is, do I kill myself now and take my chances on getting out, or do I kill myself now and with the hope of getting out when the nova happens in the year 12,874? And like, seriously, what do I do? I talked to Kimberly Bunch in emails, and it's one of those things where she says that you know, she can see everything. She sent me messages saying, she's like, she sent me messages saying that she sees me traveling to like other planets on a spaceship and levitating in, like, you know, the near future, like 2020. And it's basically like living the good life versus but with the soul trade-off. Not not the whole soul, but just like a big chunk of it gone. And the thing is, if they try to like get me to take Pita's karma, that's like really bad Nephilim karma. That's like super bad Nephilim karma. I remember 13 Sign Astrology made a video about that, about the White Brotherhood, and I'm just like in a no-win position, and everyone I talk to says the same thing. It's like, oh, I see so many beings around you, and when I talk to you, I hear voices in my head, and like foreign voices, and obviously everything that's going on with me is one of those things where they're all laughing at me in the background. And it's like Andrew Bartz has said, where like every passing year if you're truly divergent, every passing year life will keep taking things away, and you'll feel isolated in a room full of people, and it's just gonna break you and break you and break you and break you. And obviously the cure is, you know, veganism and yoga and all that, but what do you do when you can't do that? And then this thing with Sam Jenkins is like the guy that wrote the book Ascension Blocked. It's funny how I wanted to buy the book, and it cost $999 when I want to buy the book because it's so rare now, because it's only worth $13, but now it's $999 on Amazon.com. And then Simon Parks said, oh, if you think you're one of the people who has etheric implants, book a consultation. So I said, okay, what the hell, I'll book a consultation. And turns out, I go to this website, and it says, the part where you like put in your name and information, there's a little sign on the website that says like it's down, and not only is that website down, it says, oh, we're booked like 4 months. He says that he's booked, Simon Park says he's booked for the next 4 months, and on top of that, with the part where you put your information on, that page is down, and it even says that it's down too. And it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? It's like I have every right to complain because every fucking avenue is blocked for me. Every last avenue is blocked, and I only can see things that remind me of my pain over and over. And Ascension is so fucking blocked, and I'll tell you why it's blocked. Because the same people who told you that you were... Now listen to me very carefully. The same people who told you that you were going somewhere are the same people who won't train you to get out. I'm going to say that again. The same people who told you that you're going somewhere are the same people who won't train you how to get out. Because once again, like I said in the basis video, if any of those people in the crowd had a brain, the first question they would ask is, how do I get where you are? How do I become a Sufi? See, they're thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about we, they're thinking about me. They're not thinking about, like, how do I become a Sufi? Where do I go to join to be a Sufi? Where do I go to learn about the occult? Where do I go to learn to activate my chakras? Where do I... You know, no one's thinking about we. It's just these stupid questions about, oh, what is Saturn and oh, these profane people. I swear to God, these people are so stupid. Some days I wake up and I really think, how is it possible that I'm literally the only one with a brain left? I think about this so much. It's like, I swear to God, I'm the only person with a brain left. Oh, and by the way, that love letter that was sent to me, I can't tell if that's from Kate Middleton or Ellie Goulding, but it's from one of the two. I think it's from Middleton. That's what my intuition says. But I really want to talk to the Queen of England face to face. I mean, I'll talk to Dita. I really want to talk to Marilyn Manson, who's a Grey Alien Archon, and the Queen of England. I'm not afraid of them at all. I just want to like come together with them and just see what can be negotiated. And you know, when I think about it, Max was saying that if you sign the military contract, it goes down to like 7 generations. I remember that my whole military experience was such a quantum experience, and I remember that in order for me to get in the military, I needed a waiver from Washington because as a juvenile, I had a delivery of a controlled substance charge, which is a felony, a juvenile felony. And so I tried so hard to get in the military and I couldn't. So finally, after like a year of trying to get in, I was able to obtain a waiver from Washington to get in. And I have a feeling that me signing, I mean, I never made it out of basic training, but I think me signing the contract, I think at that moment that probably made me like a government entity, and I wouldn't surprise me if something changed metaphysically. Like I'm told I have a golden triangle of being in debt to the Illuminati on my forehead. And I bet you when you sign the military contract, something probably happens to you where you get something like a metaphysical implant or attachment. And so basically I think that ever since I signed that military contract, I probably became like a government entity, which is, once again, that's why Geico Insurance is so advertised, because it stands for government entity insurance company, with the implication being that you're all government entities. So
Hit me, baby, one more